Year of Maya getting her shit together. Hey friends, and welcome back to the end of the year. So, in keeping with the posting every day until the end of the year, we have today. I have a list of all the different videos I'm going to do. And today I just didn't have the energy. Like, I'm not going to lie, yes, I'm filming everything in advance, but I'm not filming everything on the same day. So like, today's the day that I just don't have the energy. Today I figured I would go over my New Year's health, I don't want to say resolutions, but they're more like health goals. I don't like the idea of resolutions because I don't like the idea of, oh, new year, I need to change all this about myself. I know a lot of people do that. I personally just am not a big fan of that. I do have health goals though. And honestly, it's not even things that I want to have done before next year rolls around. It's things I want to have done before October because, announcement, I'm going to LA in October again. So it's mostly things like I want to get back in the habit of. My first main health goal for 2024 is I want to get back to intermittent fasting. Now, if y'all follow me on Instagram, you've probably seen I'm not posting much when I am. It's mostly pictures from last time I was in LA. That's because since then, I've had some health issues and I've gained a relatively significant amount of weight. You might not necessarily be able to tell by looking at me, but I'm definitely well aware of it. And a lot of the clothes that I wore last time I was in LA don't fit me. The only thing that's changed is that I was doing intermittent fasting then and I haven't been since. I feel like when I was doing intermittent fasting, I had a lot more energy and I was just in a lot better mind space. Unfortunately, life gets crazy sometimes and I've sort of fallen off the intermittent fasting. But in 2024, my first goal is to get back to doing that every single day. No missing days. In 2024, I'm going to eat more whole food based. Y'all know that I've been a vegan for years and I've always said I'm a junk food vegan. I will happily take the impossible meat and like all the junk food that's accidentally vegan. Oreos, accidentally vegan. Amazing. Happy. Love. I want to eat more just whole foods. I don't want all the processed junk anymore because I haven't been feeling my best, which also sort of ties into the next thing. I got a diagnosis. Pretty girls have tummy trouble, and apparently I'm pretty because I have IBS, and they want me to do low FODMAP diet for it. Your girl is gonna be trying to actually stick to the low FODMAP. Now, if you have no idea what that is, it's pretty much an elimination diet. I have to cut out just about everything that I love in my life. And hopefully that will fix a lot of the health issues that I've been having. The problem with that is that it cuts out just about everything in my life. No garlic, no onion, no mushrooms. As a vegan, that goes in everything I eat. So for 2024, until I get my health in check and I get all of that fixed, I'm going to be sticking to low FODMAP. In the same vein of getting my health fixed, I need to get on medication for my ADHD. I know a lot of people are probably like, oh, medication, why do you want to go on medication? My brain can't keep functioning the way it's been. And one of my big health goals is to finally get medication for my ADHD because my brain barely functions. This is not a sustainable life for me as it is right now. My ADHD is too much for me to handle right now. I feel like I literally can't do anything because my mind is so many places all at once. I have already cut back on my drinking and I'm just going to do that even more in 2024. I'm not saying I had a drinking problem because I don't think I had a drinking problem, but I will say, you know, it would be very normal for me and my fiance to go out with our friends and to have a few drinks. And I've definitely been cutting back on going out, on having people over, because I'm also trying to get my finances in order. Because I have a wedding to plan for 2025, and weddings are not cheap. So a big part of being able to afford my 2025 wedding is not really going out much. So not drinking much. I definitely prefer not waking up with a headache the next day. I'm not getting any younger. I get headaches the day after I drink now, and it's miserable, and I don't enjoy that. So why would I want to keep doing that? Yes, a lot of drinks taste really good, but I've perfected a good mocktail nowadays. I'm not saying I'm like 100% sober. Like, yeah, if I go with my friends, I'll have a drink instead of like 3 drinks. So it's mostly just more moderation. I'm also definitely cutting back on fried food. Now, there's a lot of food that I thoroughly enjoy that is fried. French fries, prime example. I will fry up potatoes at home all the time, even if they're not French fries. I still fry up food constantly. You know, I'll fry mushrooms. I'll fry just about anything that I have the ability to fry. And that's not good for me. It's so easy on like a rough day at work, just be like, you know what? I'm gonna get French fries on the way home. And just get an order of French fries and come home and just eat French fries on the couch. But that's not good long term for my system. I know this all sounds absolutely crazy and being like, oh, I can't do this, I can't do that. I will in moderation still. Everything, it's not cutting things out entirely. Well, except for low FODMAP, that I have to. But it's not about cutting everything out. It's about cutting back. More moderation for things. You know, as opposed to getting fried food once a week, maybe once a month instead of once a week. Not to say that I ate, you know, like garbage before, but like just cutting back instead of, like I said, having one of those treats once a week, having those treats significantly less often, once a month, once every other month. Even once every other week is still better than having a treat every week. I did cut out soda this last year, which I'm very proud of. Every now and then I'll still have some, like in Canada they still had Mountain Dew Pitch Black and I lost it because I love Mountain Dew Pitch Black. If I'm at like a family cookout and they have soda, then I'll have some of that. But for the most part, last year I cut out soda. I do still drink Poppy, which some people might consider soda. I don't. It's more of like a soda alternative. So like I still drink Poppy and I drink seltzer. But I've pretty much fully cut out soda. So I'm very proud of myself for doing that. I really want to work on my sleep schedule in 2024. I know that sounds really dumb because I'm a grandma. I like to be in bed by I'm in bed by 10. I'm normally not asleep until around midnight, but I'm in bed by 10. But then waking up in the morning is hell for me just about every morning. And I don't get it. I normally wake up around like 5 to 6-ish. And I dread waking up every morning. And I want to get a better sleep schedule and a more restful sleep. So that way I don't need to have like 400, 500 milligrams of caffeine to make it through the day. Because that's what I've been doing. And I want to cut back my caffeine intake. I don't want more caffeine. I want significantly less caffeine. Because caffeine isn't good for the body. And I have far too high of a caffeine tolerance to be comfortable with my caffeine tolerance. So I want a better sleep schedule. I want a more restful sleep. And I want to cut back on the caffeine. Which I know everyone at work would probably be so excited to hear me say I want to cut back on the caffeine. Because everyone yells at me about my energy drinks every day. But I really do want to cut back on the caffeine. It doesn't affect me the way I feel like it affects most people because I do have such a high caffeine tolerance. And I don't like that I have such a high caffeine tolerance. I feel like that's not a good sign. But I guess that also ties into finally getting medicated for my ADHD. Because I guess that a lot of people with ADHD will self-medicate with caffeine because it helps calm their brain. So like I guess that it ties in and it works and like valid. So once I medicate for my ADHD, hopefully I can cut the caffeine out. And finally, I just want to be more at peace. My biggest health goal is to be at peace. Because to me, mental health is just as, if not more important than physical health. I've been working on calming my anxieties, which has been doing shockingly great. I've been having a really good time with dealing with my anxiety lately, which I'm shocked by. I just tackled my depression room, which I was going to do a video showing y'all me cleaning my depression room, but it was a lot. And honestly, I showed y'all me cleaning the rest of my apartment. I didn't want to even show my depression room but with the help of one of my best friends, who is truly a ride or die, and I can't thank Kelsey enough, I got my depression room clean. And the effect that that has had on my mental health is astounding. I have just been so happy in such a good place since we cleaned up my depression room. And I want to stay like that. I want to stay in that good space. I want to have my entire home clean and organized and be the me I am when I can get my depression room clean. Getting my space together, a clear space, is giving me a clear head. It's the only reason that I'm able to be doing videos every day right now, is my clear head. And that's the vibe that I want in 2024. I want the clear head. I want to be in such a good headspace. And I want to be at peace. And that's how I feel right now. For the first time in as long as I can remember, I feel at peace. And that's my goal for 2024, to be at peace all year. Fix the mental health and the physical health will follow if I can be at peace for the year. I'm gonna be good. All right, so I know those weren't like typical resolutions, but again, I don't believe in the whole new year, new me vibe. Like, I can have goals that I wanna achieve, but like, I also don't wanna put too much out there and jinx things. These are my simple goals, my realistic goals, my things that I'm going to follow this year to hopefully get my shit together a little bit. Because right now, this year, 2024, year of me, year of putting myself first, year of Maya getting her shit together. And my shit will be together. It will. I am speaking it into existence. I am manifesting it. My shit is together. Or at least it will be by 2024. Alright, thank you all so much for watching. Hopefully you are enjoying this end of the year daily Maya. I know that I'm actually enjoying it a lot more than I thought I would be. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up. Comment down below what your resolutions are for 2024, or if you're like me and you don't really believe in resolutions, what your goals are for the year. I know it could just be the same word, but to me, there's a big difference between a resolution and just a goal. Subscribe and make sure to hit the bell, otherwise YouTube will never let you know when I post new videos because it's kind of broken that way. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.
I don't know, but I've been told the world outside is oh so cold. So cold.